All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the technology, because in your homework, it's going to say, use a graphing utility. And you're like, Mrs. Zhu, I don't have a graphing calculator. That's perfectly fine. There's plenty of programs on the internet nowadays that do many functions that your graphing calculator cannot do, okay? And it's free, all right? So if you remember on question number 5, right, it says verify your answer on Desmos.com. And the slope-intercept equation we got was 4/7 x plus 2/7, right? Or approximately 0.57x plus 0.28. And keep in mind, right, we got this by doing this by hand. And I mentioned in the video that, you know, all your answers, right, in a class of 29 students, your answers are all going to be slightly different from each other because you're estimating, right? So it's going to be, depending on how you wrote your equation, line of best fit, you're going to be off slightly, okay? But the nice thing is when you use a graphing utility, you get a more precise or accurate answer. So go to Desmos.com in your browser, or you can just download the app on your phone or your tablet. I personally downloaded it on my tablet. Okay, so I'm going to go to Desmos. And over here, here's my app. And while I wait for it to open, you're going to see a screen like this, okay? So if you go back to your notes in Google Classroom, right, remember the data set? So try to access that data set right now. And that's what the numbers I'm going to use to enter here, okay? All right, so you want to hit this button on the upper left. Notice you have a positive button here. You want to hit that. And as you hit it, right, on the third row, there's the table button. You want to hit the table button. And now it'll bring up a table for you, okay? So just start entering it. It's going to be a little bit tedious. Enter all the data set that I gave you in the Google Classroom as part of problem number 5. So I'm going to enter 2. If you want to move to the next screen, if you're using your laptop, you can hit the tab button. I'm just going to tap it with my pencil here, 2.10. And then you keep going, okay? So here's 1, and for 1 ounce of smoothie, it costs $1.50. And as you enter it, right, you could see the dots already plotted on your graph, okay? So just take a few minutes to plot that. There's 4, 3.05. And then you have 7, 4.45. 7, 4.45. Okay, and then you have 10, 5.95. Looks like 3 ounces of smoothie is cost $1.75, $1.75. And 2 more values. 6 ounces cost $4. And the very last one, you have 9 ounces, which costs 5.35. Okay, so you can see your data set. Now, if you want to adjust the settings over here, right, because we don't have any negative X values or negative Y values, you can just hit this this little wrench button, and you can change your X value settings, right? I just want it to be 0, so I'm just gonna enter 0 over here. And I don't have anything for Y. I'm gonna, you know, delete that and just enter 0, okay? So now you can take a look, right? Everything is along the positive x-axis. If you want to, you know, zoom out a little bit, you know, to give you a better view, you can just hit the minus button on the upper right, okay? So play around with it. Desmos is fairly intuitive. Okay, so that was, you know, a little bit tedious, but now we're trying to write the equation of the line of best fit, right? And we had to estimate, right? We used a ruler or straight edge. We drew, you know, roughly equal number of points below or above it. So how is the technology going to help you? The technology is going to be a little bit more accurate because we're doing it by hand, right? So on your, right below your table, you want to enter Y1, okay? So I'm going to hit ABC right here, ABC. And my Y button is on this first row near the middle next to the T. I'm going to hit Y. Because notice on your table it says Y1, that's what you want to enter as your equation, okay? So Y1 subscript, right? So hit the 1, 2, 3 here on the bottom left of your screen. So hit that. And then just enter simply the button 1. It will do those subscript automatically for you, okay? So enter Y1. That's how you enter Y1. Now, I need to enter not equal sign, okay? Because this is a linear regression or linear approximation, I'm going to hit ABC. And I would say on the very last row, there's a tilde button, okay? Very last row, there's a tilde button. I would say maybe 3 buttons or 3 spaces to your left. You want to enter that, okay? So you don't want to write equals. You want to write the tilde button. Okay, so MX, right? So I'm going to enter M. And then when I enter X, right? X is on the second to last row. I also want to enter X1. So I'm going to hit 1, 2, 3 over here. And to hit the subscript 1, I just simply enter 1. Okay, so right now you can kind of see a line there, right? And I'm almost done. All I need to do is write Y1 tilde MX1 plus, and then hit ABC, and then hit the letter B, and you're done. Now take a look, right? They give you your correlation coefficient, right? Remember I explained to you if R is close to 1, the points lie close to the line, and it shows a positive correlation, right? And this is your slope, right? 0.505464 plus 0.865. That's your y-intercept, right? So if you just copy that down, you can transfer it and write your equation of the best fit line, okay? So let's go back to our old screen over here and just finish this problem. Where's my notes? Okay, so from Desmos, right, we got this. Y is approximately equal to 0.505x, right, plus 0.865. Okay, so clearly, you know, our estimate, right, this is what we came up with, and this is what the computer came up with, right? So our slope was, you know, pretty close, but our y-intercept a little bit off, right? But that's how you would use the technology, and that's how you can do your homework, okay? So just use Desmos, you know, and then just enter all that data and then write down your final answer.